Cebuana, captivating smile. That romantic guitar playing, like the beauty of the sunset, like the beat of the drum. The energy that's from within, like the sound of a thunder, like the sight of a lightning, takes your breath away. Oh, that lovely Cebuana, simply Cebuana, wherever. Soft scents beneath your feet, like the soft wind calling, like the April sun on a perfect day, like the bounty from the sea, like the sound of a laughter from a Cebuana, brightens up your day. Oh, that lovely Cebuana, captivating smile. That romantic guitar playing, like the beauty of the sunset, like the beat of the drum. The energy that's from within, like the sound of a thunder, like the sight of a lightning, takes your breath away. Oh, that lovely Cebuana, simply Cebuana, wherever.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Miss Cebu 2024 Red Carpet Pre-Coronation event. I am your host for this evening, Erik Lennart Visser, your Mr. Universe Tourism 2023. And as you can see, the red carpet has been rolled out, the stage is set, and I will be your guide throughout this event. So this year's Miss Cebu 2024 is all about the quintessential queen, and of course we're anticipating a lot of very high personality and interesting guests tonight, so I can't wait to have a chat with them. Now, before we talk about that, I'd like to talk about some notes that I have set up, especially our red carpet event, what we've set up, and also the booth. We have the Ruby Lounge situated right behind the camera, which I'll show you in a little bit. And of course, we also have the red carpet, as well as our glam cam over there, where our guests will be able to have a 360-degree photo and video before they enter for the much anticipated Miss Cebu 2024. We also have as well over here, if we can pan the camera around real quick. As you can see, we have our gowns in the back worn by our previous winners, which is noted over here. We have a gown by Dino Lloren, which was worn by Rain Baja, our Miss Cebu 2016. We also have a gown by Harley Ruedas, worn by 𝗥𝗲𝗱 𝗖𝗿𝗄𝗃, our Miss Cebu 2022. And last but not least, a gown by Wendell Quesido, worn by our reigning queen, 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝗃 𝗖𝗍. Alright, so there you have it. This is our Ruby Lounge. By the way, this was set up by Gaylord Abbas, so thank you so much for the beautiful setup, and definitely something that our guests will enjoy as they have drinks and cocktails before the event starts. So let's head back to the red carpet and see if we have any guests to interview for tonight. Now, while we wait for our guests, of course, Miss Cebu 2024 would not be possible without our sponsors, so let me read them out for you real quick. We have our co-presenters, which is Bingo Plus and Iconic Colon. Thank you so much. We have our diamond sponsors, Waterfront Cebu City Hotel and Casino, where we are situated right now for this grand event tonight. We have Mart Cafe 5-in-1 plus 1 coffee mix, Oro Galleria Free Fine Jewelry, Smile Creation by Dr. Frank, and of course we are now live on MyTV Cebu. So thank you so much to our co-presenters and diamond sponsors. Alright, of course, while we wait Miss Cebu 2024 is also together with the Tourism Commission of Cebu, the Cebu City government. So we'd like to thank them for, of course, being a big part of Miss Cebu 2024, our quintessential Cebuana. And of course, with the sponsorship of the Cebu City government, we'd like to thank our gold sponsors. While we wait for our guests, they are still setting up and having their glam photos taken in the back. So we have our gold sponsors, which is by SM Seaside City, Ayala Malls, we have G Mall of Cebu, One Fine Pictures, Macy's Camera Shop, Skin 91 Medical, we have Matahom Paradise Villas, Mad World Studio, we have Stat Tech, Knapsack Dance Studio, and of course Filinvest. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our gold sponsors. And I just want to reiterate, we are currently live, of course, together with MyTV Cebu. So we'd like to thank them for covering live, which is now on Facebook and on YouTube. All right, I think I see our first guests arriving. All right, while we wait for our guests to proceed over here, of course, everyone is anticipating the Miss Cebu 2024 event, which will be happening later on tonight at 7 p.m. And our ladies are, of course, going to be having to compete on stage and see who is the most intelligent and the most suitable to be our newly crowned queen, our Miss Cebu 2024. She will, of course, be crowned by our current reigning queen, our Miss Cebu 2023, 𝗥𝗲𝗱 𝗖𝗿. All right, I believe we have our first guest on the red carpet. Yes. Sir, ma'am, of course, I'm very familiar with them. They are the parents of our first runner-up. Good evening, sir and ma'am. So good to have you here on the red carpet. So I have some questions prepared, of course, knowing that you are the parents of our Miss Cebu 2023 third runner-up. So do you mind if I pull out my phone and we have just a quick casual interview?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, so of course Cebu City is known for its rich culture and vibrant community, and tonight is going to be a testament to that. What do you think is the most important part of the representation of Cebu City regarding that? Can you please both give your insights?
The representation of Cebu City on what again? Sorry.
On the rich culture and heritage.
I guess that Cebu City is the seat of the religious belief in the Philippines, which is the Catholic, the Christianity. So with that, since the Christianity is seated in Cebu, there's a lot of things that we can highlight, that we can really, I would say, boast to our visitors, that will also boost the tourism here in Cebu City.
Yeah, and also the Cebuanos, we are naturally hospitable, and also the beauty, the natural beauty of the Cebuana. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your insight. And of course, we have our Sinulog coming up very, very soon on the 20th, I believe, which is Sunday. So do you guys have any plans for Sinulog? Maybe you'll be watching the Grand Parade. I believe it's at SRP, is that correct?
That's correct, and we will be on the streets, which is more livelier and fun.
We have prepared our headdresses already, and of course with our daughter, Miss Cebu third runner-up China Juliet.
All right, thank you so much to the parents of China, and of course, enjoy the show, and I wish, of course, China the best of luck. Thank you so much for being our first guest on the red carpet here tonight.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you so much, Eric.
All right, there you have it, our first guest for tonight. Of course, they are the parents of our Miss Cebu 2023 third runner-up, which is China, and I wish her the best of luck, as she will also be passing down her crown tonight. Now, I also wanted to talk about who I'm wearing tonight. I am wearing Philip Rodriguez, so thank you so much to Sir Philip for providing this outfit for me, this ensemble. And of course, let's see, we have our next guest approaching. So wala pa. Sir Jonas? Wala pa. Hi ma'am, good evening. Thank you for coming here to Miss Cebu 2024. I know this is a bit of a surprise interview for you. Could you please introduce yourself, and of course, what are you here for? Are you here to support someone? Could you tell us a bit about that?
𝗥𝗲𝗱. I'm from Las Vegas. I'm representing our association, the Philippine Design Society of Nevada.
Wow, that's great. And are you supporting any particular candidate tonight, or are you just here to watch the show, this event, this grand event?
I'm just here to watch the show.
All right, well, you look stunning tonight here on the red carpet. And of course, I prepared a few questions for each of our guests. So is it okay if I pull out my phone and ask you just one quick question?
Okay, easy one, okay?
Yes, I'll choose an easy one for you. All right, so I have a question over here. Miss Cebu is not just about beauty, it's about poise, intelligence, and representation of the city's finest. So how important do you think that events like these are for empowering women and showcasing their talents?
I think they should be, I don't know, whatever they want to do to help the community. That would be good. I mean, I support whatever they want to do with the community.
Whatever they want to do for the community, that's great. Of course, we know that Cebu has a very vibrant community. Ma'am, thank you so much for being our guest here on the red carpet. And I know it was a bit of a surprise interview, but...
Sorry for the answer. My answer was not that good.
It's more than good enough, of course. This is not just a random interview. It is our interview for our Miss Cebu 2024 tonight. So once again, thank you so much for joining us. Enjoy the show, and you can catch this live interview on MyTV, by the way. Thank you so much. All right, so there you go. Some of the guests' insights on what's going to be going on tonight here in Miss Cebu 2024. Of course, she said she will be supporting whatever they will do to support the community. So that's what she had to say, and of course, I definitely agree with that. Knowing Cebu's rich culture, rich heritage, and rich history, whatever the Cebu community can be supported with would be, of course, amazing by our Miss Cebu 2024. And let's see if we have any other guests. We still have some guests preparing on the glam cam. So while we wait for that, let me see if I can thank our silver sponsors. Our silver sponsors for Miss Cebu 2024 is by GT Cosmetics, Golden Topper, Colors and Peach Studio Salon. We have Rose Pharmacy, Filippo Collezioni, who I'm wearing tonight. We have our Casino Filipino, Asia's Friendliest. We have Bezaware, Candaya, Mora, Sanchez, Menyoza, and Associates. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, our silver sponsors. And I believe we had another guest, but they'll be coming back in a moment. So, all right. It's still early in the night, and of course, our guests are still preparing. Sir, would you like to join us here on the red carpet, or maybe one of your other guests? All right, I believe that, yes, we have our next guest, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
So what are you here for Miss Cebu 2024? Are you supporting anyone in particular, or are you just here to watch the event?
No, I'm supporting one in particular, that's number 5, because she's the daughter of the neighbor of my partner.
All right, and so what do you wish for her to be able to accomplish tonight?
I wish for her to shine as she can and to do her best and hope for the best that she wins.
All right, so well, thank you so much for being such a great sport and joining me here on the red carpet. You can catch this interview, by the way, on MyTV Cebu.
Okay.
All right, thank you so much. Hello, good evening. We have our next guest here on the red carpet. Sir and ma'am, good evening. So as you know, this is our Miss Cebu 2024 event, and is there anyone you're supporting in particular tonight?
Every last person.
You're supporting every last person.
I think it's going to be a nice event. We look forward to it.
Could you please introduce yourselves, and of course, if you're wearing any designer in particular?
Robert Gaskins, already Hugo Boss. But, what?
Angel Larong.
All right, and I have a quick question prepared about the Miss Cebu 2024. So do you mind if I pull out a quick question and just ask you your insights on this? All right, so as we walk down the red carpet, I can't help but notice the breathtaking gowns and stylish suits as yourselves are wearing. And fashion is such a significant part of tonight's activities. So what do you think is the importance of wearing such a glamorous outfit in events like a red carpet?
The only thing I'd like to, maybe if I could add, if you're coming to something and a function as such, you should also be wearing something to maybe fit in. So that's the reason why, that's the reason why we really, are wearing a nice suit and a nice scarf. Okay?
How about you, Matt?
I'm wearing
Yeah.
because I want to be a look classy and for this event.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining me here on the red carpet. I wish you guys, of course, an amazing event, so please enjoy. And once again, thank you for being here. All right, thank you. All right, so as you can see, we have our guests rolling in, and of course, they're all wearing very stylish outfits and gowns, suits and gowns, and of course, worn by all their different designers. All right, of course, we'll be showing our All right, excuse me for that pause. So, of course, we will be showing preparations from our ballroom as we wait for our guests to continue here tonight to join us on the red carpet. Here, of course, live on MyTV Cebu. Not change na? Okay. Minaw pa? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back here on the red carpet for our Miss Cebu 2024. And of course, we'll be continuing to ask our guests who are joining us tonight some simple questions about their thoughts on Miss Cebu 2024. Sir and ma'am, good evening.
Hi, good evening. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, Cebu.
Hi, good evening, Cebu. We're very excited about Miss Cebu with the new candidates here in Cebu.
Yes, of course. And is there anyone in particular that you're... Oh, before that, could you please introduce yourselves? And if you're wearing anyone, who are you wearing?
I'm only... I just bought this. And then, actually, I'm supporting everyone. I'm part of the iconic column.
Hi, I'm Carmel Meneses, and I'm wearing the Octana suite. It's just their gowns. And then I'm supporting all the candidates, but number one most is from our Mandawi City. Yeah, Mandawi City Central. So I am here supporting Mandawi City.
All right, and of course, the theme for tonight is that the Miss Cebu are, as stated here, our quintessential Cebuana. So what do you think is an important quality for Miss Cebu to have?
I think for me, is the most important quality of Miss Cebu right now is to be passionate and just to continue doing their, what you call that?
Their best.
Yeah, their best in the stage, so that they will they will do well in the international stage or national stage soon.
The important thing is the inner beauty. All of them are beautiful, and they have the heart in this Miss Cebu. I hope that they will promote their kindness and equality through each and everyone. That's the important thing.
All right, well, there you have it, their thoughts on Miss Cebu 2024. Of course, thank you so much for joining me here on the red carpet. And by the way, we are live on MyTV Cebu. So, of course, enjoy the show. And before the show starts, you can enjoy some cocktails and wine over by the Ruby Lounge. So, once again, thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
All right, I believe we have our next guest over here. So, ma'am and sir, please do join me here. Good evening. By the way, we are live on MyTV Cebu, and of course, this is for the Miss Cebu 2024 event. So, could you please introduce yourselves and if you're supporting anyone here tonight?
No, my name's Matthew North. We've just come we're not supporting really anybody, we've just come to see the show. That's all really.
Hi, my name is Daya, and I just come here because I'm Cebuana, so obviously we'll support all the Cebuana beauties that we have here.
All right, and did you guys just fly in, or were you already in the city?
Already in the city, yeah. I've been here for about 2 weeks, and then my wife flew back in about 4 days ago, so we're here for another couple of weeks. So.
Yeah, so he came first because he got something to do, and I just have a break from work and then come here and then go back to the UK in 4 days' time.
All right, and of course, you know that Miss Cebu is all about being their most authentic self, their most genuine self. What do you think you're hoping to see tonight from our candidates?
Oh, you answer that one. I'm not sure really.
Have you been exposed to pageantry before?
No, so this is my first time.
It's gonna be your first pageant. Okay.
Yeah.
How about you, ma'am?
Well, majority of the people are the people are organized beauty contests. So I just basically, when I was young, I'm not only part of the production staff, do the lightings, do the runnings, and it's so nice to be in the front and then see what they've been doing. That's all.
Oh, so you've been usually doing the production and stuff, so it's going to be very interesting to see it from a guest's perspective. So can I ask you, what are you hoping to see tonight from our candidates, knowing that you've been part of pageantry as production before?
I do know that the people behind the scene and the front as well are really working really hard. So I'm hoping that all the candidates will have an enjoyable day and night, and hope that just it's no longer a competition. It's just enjoying yourself, just break a leg. That's it.
All right, well, ma'am and sir, thank you so much for being here and joining us on the red carpet. And of course, you can enjoy some wine over at the Ruby Lounge, situated over there before the event starts. Once again, thank you so much and enjoy the show. All right, there you have it, more insights from our guests. And we have our next guests over here.
Okay.
Sir and ma'am, good evening.
Good evening.
So of course we're here for our Miss Cebu 2024. Can you please introduce yourselves, and are you supporting anyone in particular?
Yeah, my name is 𝗟𝗏𝗱 and my wife Daphne. We are from Chicago, Illinois, and last year we witnessed this Miss Cebu, which is an array of the beauties in Cebu as well as the neighboring areas. So we are excited to be here again, and hopefully it will be another exciting night.
And we are supporting for Zoe Cameron.
All right, and of course tonight is all about beauty and glamour. Are you guys wearing anyone in particular, or have you dressed yourselves up?
So we are always prepared dressing up in occasions like this, because the environment is really full of beauties, brains, and talents. That's why my wife here is also dressed up, and I was forced to wear this attire all white, like the 𝗟𝗏𝗀, since I'm in Chicago, says 𝗟𝗏𝗀 Asian version, Chicago style.
How about you, ma'am?
That's where, you know.
All right, and of course you mentioned you're from Chicago, Illinois. Did you fly in particularly for this event, or were you already in town?
We're in town, so we are always hoping every year to attend this, because we have friends all over here that are here also, from the politician to the sponsors. So hopefully it will be an exciting night, especially you dressed up like this. You're like you're Mr. Cebu.
Oh, well, thank you so much, and once again thank you for joining me here on the Red Carpet Live. I hope you enjoyed the show, and you can of course have some
fun night. Okay.
Thank you so much. All right, our guest from Chicago, Illinois. And of course we have our next guest joining us over here. Hi, miss, good evening.
Good evening.
All right, are you wearing anyone in particular tonight? Oh, could you please introduce yourselves first?
I'm 𝗟𝗏𝗍. I'm actually an organizer also of the pageant, and I'm here to observe also Miss Cebu.
Oh, are you an organizer, one of the organizers of this pageant, or just?
Not this pageant.
Could you mention some of the pageants that you've organized, because it's very interesting?
Okay, I'm the organizer for Miss Cebu Philippines. Yes. So that's the only pageant.
Okay, well, it's going to be very interesting knowing, being an organizer, that you'll be witnessing this as a guest yourself. And of course, you know, knowing that our ladies are going to be having a very difficult time tonight with our judges screening and everything, what do you think is the most important thing that our ladies should be showcasing tonight?
They should showcase their talents, their qualifications to be an official candidate of this beauty pageant, and of course their advocacies also.
All right, yes indeed, their advocacies. And just one last question, what do you think is the importance of pageants like this, knowing that you're an organizer yourself? What do you think is the importance of it to the city, to culture, heritage, and of course, anything that you'd like to add?
It's a platform for them to showcase their talents and of course to promote tourism here in Cebu City.
Yes indeed, and of course this is together with the Tourism Commission of Cebu. All right, well, once again thank you so much for joining us here on the red carpet, and you can enjoy having some drinks before we get the show started.
Thank you very much, Eric.
All right, thank you, there we have it. All right, I believe we have another guest here from Iceland. Ma'am, would you like to join us here? From New York. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
So we're now live on MyTV Cebu. So what are you here for? Are you here to support a certain guest?
Not really. I hope so.
I mean a certain candidate in particular.
Perhaps.
And you mentioned you were from New York, was that right? Did you fly in just now for this event?
No. I've been here for, I believe, a month or so to visit my family. I live in New York as a teacher. That's where I work. And I'm retired.
And you're a true-blooded Cebuana?
No. I'm from Mindanao. I come from Davao City, where the former President Duterte comes from.
Okay, and just a quick question. Have you witnessed any pageants like this before?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
And what do you think is the importance of pageants like this?
That's a wonderful question. But I have to give it okay. Well, beauty is is held by whoever it is, and I believe that just the natural beauty is what I want to see.
Natural beauty. Natural beauty and authentic beauty.
Yes.
All right, ma'am. Well, thank you so much, of course, for joining us here on the red carpet and taking the time to answer my questions. All right, thank you so much. How about you, Miss? Right, we have a big group here from our guests. So another one from our earlier guest, our guest from Iceland. Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
So could you please introduce yourselves, and are you supporting anyone in particular?
Not really. I'm not supporting anyone in particular, but my name is Sherry Ruth Boot. I'm a resident of Iceland right now, but I'm a Cebuana, proud one.
So did you fly in from Iceland just for this event, or were you already in town?
I was in town for personal matters.
So from Iceland, it must be very cold. It must be nice to be back in, warm weather here in Cebu.
Actually, it's not that cold right now compared to Canada. Canada is like negative 38 to 40 degrees Celsius. That's negative. And in Iceland, it's only negative 3, 5. So it's not that cold compared to Canada. But yes, it's nice and warm here.
Oh, that's still very cold, negative 3 and 5 degrees. So just a quick question. Knowing that we have our Miss Cebu 2024, what do you think is the importance of having a pageant like this? And what do you think the ladies should be showcasing tonight on stage?
Yeah, they can showcase their advocacies and also, of course, beauty and brains. It's not all about beauty, but also about brains and the heart. Yeah, the personality, the character of the person is really very important.
That's definitely true. Beauty, brains, and heart. I think you ticked off all the boxes right there. Ma'am, thank you so much for joining me here on the red carpet. And anything you'd like to say, of course, to those watching at home?
Enjoy the show later and support our Cebuanas.
Support our Cebuanas. Ma'am, thank you so much once again. And thank you for joining me here on the red carpet. Enjoy the show.
Thank you.
All right, some insights from our guests from Iceland. From our guest from Iceland. Ma'am, would you like to join? Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening.
So are you from Cebu?
I'm originally from Cebu, but I'm now based in the United States. We live in Sacramento, California.
Sacramento, California. Very nice weather there.
Yes, absolutely.
And did you fly in for this event, or were you already here?
In fact, it's our first Sinulog event for the last 30 years. We haven't seen Sinulogs for 30 years.
First event in 30 years. That's a long, long time. So you've experienced Sinulog before?
I have experienced Sinulog before. The last one was in 1991.
1991. Do you think a lot has changed for Sinulog since then?
Oh, absolutely. There's more contingents, there's more participation, and it's a lot more energy.
All right, and of course you're going to be witnessing the fluvial parade, I think, and also the grand parade in SRP?
We're going to be watching the grand parade in SRP. We do have tickets for that.
All right, well, I hope you enjoyed that. And of course, we're here for Miss Cebu 2024. Have you witnessed any pageants before like this?
I haven't in person. I watch it. I'm a fan of beauty pageants, so yes.
All right, she's a fan of beauty pageants. So what do you like? What would you like to see from our candidates tonight?
Beauty with a heart.
Beauty with a heart, like Pia Wurtzbach would say. All right.
Yeah.
All right, ma'am. Thank you so much, of course, coming all the way from Sacramento, California, joining us here on the red carpet. It is much appreciated. Thank you so much. Hello, good evening.
Hi, Eric.
How are you? Let's move it closer to the camera right here. All right. Good evening.
Mayong gabi.
Mayong gabi. Who are you wearing tonight?
I'm actually just wearing comfortable clothes for myself. And of course, tonight is a very special day, so I want to be comfortable watching the show.
Comfortable but definitely stylish. So, are you here to support any particular candidate?
No, I'm actually here for a vacation. So good thing also that there's Miss Cebu, and I'm so excited to watch the pageant because myself is a pageant lover. I have watched Miss Universe and the rest of the other pageants international, but this one is one of the best also here in our city.
Oh, you're a pageant lover and a pageant
I
supporter.
have my blog as well. Wala.
You have your blog as well. So, would it be all right then if I ask you a bit of a pageantry question? All right, let me just pull out my phone. I have some pageantry questions prepared.
Start.
Okay, just something very simple.
Yes.
We're surrounded by glitz and glamour tonight, and of course everyone's looking stunning, yourself included. So what's your take on the importance of events like Miss Cebu in promoting confidence and self-expression?
Well, Miss Cebu is one of best platform for everyone, especially for all the Cebuanas who would like to showcase what we have here. Actually, I'm not really from Cebu, but of course Cebu is like my second home also. Thank you.
All right, well of course thank you so much for joining us here on the red carpet, and I hope you enjoy the show indeed. Thank you so much. All right, we have our next two guests joining us here. Good evening, ma'ams. Could you please introduce yourselves? We're live, by the way, on MyTV Cebu for our viewers at home.
Hi, good evening everyone. I'm 𝗥𝗲𝗚 and this is my friend Lucilyn. Hello, I'm Lucilyn 𝗟𝗏𝗀.
Waiso.
Yes.
Oh, are you related to Rico? Oh, I'm a good friend. All right. Okay. So I'm guessing you're supporting someone in particular tonight.
Definitely. We are. Joelle Divine Way tonight.
And do you know what candidate number she is? All right. So you'll definitely be screaming a lot of number one tonight.
Of course, we are.
So what are you hoping to see from our candidates here tonight?
We are hoping to see more elegance, more pizzazz.
How about you, ma'am?
We're also looking for somebody that can promote Cebu, because this is what Miss Cebu is all about, promoting tourism for Cebu City. And we're hoping that the candidate will be the one that would represent Cebu City.
Yes, indeed. Miss Cebu is all about promoting tourism. I definitely agree with that. So someone who can definitely promote tourism here in Cebu. So may I ask one more follow-up question regarding that? What do you think is the importance of Miss Cebu when it comes to promoting that tourism? Like, how would they be able to promote it?
Well, they are ambassadors to Cebu City. So they have to know Cebu City by heart because they will be promoting them around the world.
I think being an ambassadress of being in Cebu City is more of them knowing the culture of Cebu City, how they will promote it to the world, and letting them know what Cebu City is all about.
Wow, what a great answer. Maybe you guys can join next year because you're definitely all looking very stunning and you're definitely ready for those pageant questions. Ma'ams, thank you so much for joining me here on the red carpet, and I hope you guys enjoy the show. The best of luck to your candidate. All right, their supporting candidate, I believe it was candidate number 1. Oh, Ma'am Joy, good evening.
Good evening, Eric, and good evening to all the televiewers.
Thank you so much for joining me here on the red carpet. Of course, we're live on MyTV Cebu. And of course, Ma'am Joy Pesquera over here is our tourism commissioner. And may I ask you some quick questions regarding that?
Yes, it's okay. Miss Cebu has always been part of the much-awaited events, the Sinulog.
And what do you think is the importance of events like Miss Cebu when it comes to promoting tourism? Because of course, as mentioned by our previous guest, they are ambassadors of Cebu City. So what do you think is the importance in promoting the tourism?
Yes, I do agree that Miss Cebu is our ambassadress in promoting the tourism in their city. And it's really very important that like Cebu City Tourism Commission to organize events like this, because it's also one thing that make people excited, as well as really to make people, especially those outside Cebu, to make them aware what's up in the city and what's to look forward when they visit Cebu City.
Yes, definitely. As we know, pageantry is a big part of Filipino culture. And of course, what are the plans for our potential next reigning queen? What are their tourism plans? Anything planned in particular?
Yes, one thing that they are really also promoting now is their advocacy. And Cebu City Tourism Commission will support them in really implementing their advocacy. And we also want that we will have more and more events like our urban tourism, gastronomy tourism, as well as now that we have been promoting recently, the coastal sports tourism.
All right, Ma'am Joy, thank you so much for your insights. Let's move a bit closer to the camera over here. And of course, we have our Sinulog coming up very soon. Do you have any plans for yourself? I bet you're very busy with all the preparations.
Yeah, although I wanted to be part of the dancing contingents on Sunday, unfortunately, I may not be able to join the dancing because we'll be busy on the road, seeing to it that everything will be perfect and seeing to it that our contingents will be able to entertain our spectators and also to make sure that the spectators will have a wonderful time and experience during the Sinulog 2024.
Wow, thank you so much, Ma'am Joy, our very hands-on Tourism Commissioner. Thank you for joining me on this red carpet and answering the questions. And of course, enjoy Miss Cebu 2024.
Thank you very much, Eric.
All right, thank you, Ma'am Joy. All right, there you go. We had our Tourism Commissioner, Ma'am Joy Pesquera, of course, giving her insights on Miss Cebu and the importance of tourism, as well as the plans for our next training queen to come. All right, let me check if we have our next guest lined up. All right, I see some guests coming by. All right, here we go, our guest incoming. Hello, good evening, sir and ma'am. All right, so thank you so much for joining me here for this interview on the red carpet. I'm Eric, by the way. So we're live on MyTV Cebu. Is there anyone in particular that you're supporting?
At the moment, I'm not really sure. Yeah. But I'm not saying.
Not saying. I'm saying.
Sorry.
We're actually supporting Gabby. No, she won already. Well, we're rooting for, Miss Cameron, but I don't know her personally, but you know, she looks good on TV. She looked good in interviews on stage. So hopefully, so whoever's deserving, of course.
So she's your bet. How about you, sir?
I'm just here for Gabby, man, for the host. I'm here to support her, so.
She'll be hosting tonight, right? So, of course, Gabby Carballo is our Miss Cebu 2023. So, how about you, ma'am? So, you're gonna mention, now that it's out.
Okay, so I'm supporting my daughter, Gabby, and that's it.
You look very similar to each other.
Your sister.
The apple doesn't fall far from the tree.
I wouldn't believe that you are the mom. I think you're her sister.
I'd love to be her sister.
All right, well, of course, thank you so much. And what do you think we're looking for, knowing Gabby? What do you think we're looking for our next Miss Cebu 2024?
I guess somebody well-rounded and somebody that represents the city really well. Yeah. So, an empowered woman. Yeah. And independent.
In my 40 years of watching Miss Cebu, I'm surprised.
You like to be surprised?
Yeah. Me, I think you can answer well.
Yeah, definitely, because it's important to have intelligence when it comes. It's not just about beauty; it's also about intelligence when it comes to Miss Cebu 2024. Let me just correct that. By the way, Gabby was our Miss Cebu 2022, right? Yes, indeed, and I was our quintessential. Yeah, now it's quintessential. Yes, it's quite a tongue twister. All right, of course, thank you so much for joining us here on the red carpet, and of course, good luck to Gabby. She'll be hosting later. Thank you for joining me here, and good luck. Enjoy the event. All right, there you go, the mom of Gabby Carballo, our Miss Cebu 2022. So right now, let's head back and show what's going on behind the scenes inside the Ballroom of Waterfront Hotel and Casino for Miss Cebu 2024.
With over 50 years of experience, Filinvest is one of the leading developers in the Philippines. With extensive track record and wide geographic footprint, greening the way forward with healthy and sustainable communities, Filinvest has a diverse property portfolio with homes designed for all walks and stages of life. Filinvest continues to open new chapters in building the Filipino dream with groundbreaking projects across the Philippines. The Queen City of the South has the resort-style communities of One Oasis Cebu and San Remo Oasis, both move-in ready with relaxing amenities in place. Cebu is also home to the Italian-inspired Amalfi, where you can enjoy condo living in a refreshing coastal landscape. Cebu also hosts some of the country's best and largest commercial and office developments, gearing the region for a sustainable future of work and play. Build your dream with a developer you can trust. Filinvest. We build the Filipino dream.
Bingo sa Pinas. Pag panalo si Bingo,
plus sa saya! Loves na loves sa linamnam.
match to Moon Perfect. Direk, tingnan mo na si ate. Kasi sa ₱1 lang, makakalaro ka na sa Bingo Plus.
May mga premyong pwede mapanalunan.
All right, good evening everyone. Once again, we're back on the red carpet for Miss Cebu 2024. And of course, I'm here with a fellow host, Marty Strom. Did I pronounce that right?
That is correct. Thank you very much, Eric. Yes, I am here today at Homecoming, as they call it. I have performed in Miss Cebu in 2011, I believe, right after I joined Pilipinas Got Talent. And today I am hosting the event. Going all out, hosting and actually singing probably the opening number. So watch out for that. And thank you again to Philip for having me here again. And thank you, Eric, for having me here.
Yes, all right. So very multi-talented. You're going to be singing and hosting tonight.
Yeah, sometimes, you know, mahirap kumita ng pera. No, but essentially that's, I guess, what I do. I like to sing and host certain events. Para, diba, 2-in-1.
Yes, indeed. They get a package deal, in other words.
Yeah, I believe that's what it's called. But it's just always great to be back as a pageant host, especially because I'm going to be joining a pageant this year. I will be part of Mr. Universe 2024 in Hollywood, California in September. So I hope you guys support me. It's quite exciting because it's in the Dolby Atmos Theater, which is the home of the Academy Awards. So it's going to be something, a new undertaking. Never done a pageant before, but hosted a slew and sang in a couple as well. So.
Wow, going to be doing your very first pageant.
My very first.
Well, I would like to humbly say that, you know, I've done pageantry. I'm actually the Mr. Universe Tourism 2023.
Okay.
So I wish you the best of luck when it comes to that. And of course, I know that you're an amazing host, and I wish you the best of luck with your performance tonight. Yeah. Anything you'd like to add, maybe for our candidates? Maybe they're nervous backstage. What do you think you'd have to say to them?
You know what? enjoy yourself on that stage. I know it's hard to grasp that when you're on stage and the nerves are kicking in. I've joined my share of competitions, mostly singing competitions, but it's best to breathe in, count to 10, and release all of the stress into the atmosphere, and then go forth and answer your question, strut your stuff on that stage, and perform like Miss Cebu should.
Yes, indeed. And I have one quick last question for you. Of course, tonight is all about glitz and glamour here on the red carpet. And I see you're looking very dapper in your cream white suit. So, are you wearing anyone in particular tonight?
I am wearing the great Albert Andrada in both my suits today. So, for the opening number and for the actual hosting, which will happen in a little bit. So, watch out for that.
All right, I won't keep you here much longer, Marky. I know you have a lot to prepare for, and of course the Miss Cebu will be starting very soon. So thank you so much for, taking the time here on the red carpet, and it's very much appreciated. And good luck with your show. Definitely check that out, guys. It's going to be live as well. Our Miss Cebu 2024 host, Marky. Thank you so much. All right, that was our host, Marky Strom, who will be hosting on later tonight. He's definitely getting ready for his preparations for Miss Cebu 2024. Sir, good evening.
Hi.
How are you feeling right now?
Excited. Excited to see who's the new Miss Cebu.
So since you're excited to see who's the next Miss Cebu 2024, what would you like to see from our candidates tonight?
I would love to see their different personalities, their different beauties. Hi. And I'm excited to see the gowns, obviously, yes.
All right, and of course, knowing that our candidates will be having a hard time, what do you think is the most important thing for them to showcase?
Their real selves. Their real, true Cebuana selves.
You know what, I've asked a few guests tonight that same question, and they all have the same answer, their authentic self or their authentic beauty. So what would you like to add about that? What's the importance of being authentic?
Because I think what we all need right now is with all the social medias and, different views and opinions, I think what really matters most is their true selves.
Their true selves, their genuine selves. Thank you so much for joining us here on the red carpet. All right, that was our authentic self from our guest. And we have our next guests over here. Could you please join us? All right. Stand by. All right, we have our judges I presume our judges over here for Miss Cebu 2024. Can you all please join us here on the red carpet? So, being the judges for tonight, what would you guys like to see from our candidates?
Well, definitely we'd like them to have that love for Cebu, and it should shine through. They have to have great personalities that will be selling Cebu, and the right composure. Someone who has that it factor.
An it factor, all right. How about you, ma'am?
I like their ability to showcase their ability to promote Cebu. Yes.
Yes, indeed, because Miss Cebu is about tourism and promoting it. Isn't that right? All right. How about you, sir?
Just the same thing. Somebody that will represent Cebu well, and I think we're all going to have a very hard time because they're all so intelligent and well-rounded. So we'll see tonight.
Yes, indeed. I know judges always have the hardest job when it comes to any pageant. So anything you'd like to add to that, sir?
No, just honored to be here, and we're looking forward to seeing some of the contestants that are just honest and genuine. Because if they're going to connect with the public, then we have to feel like they're sincere. So hopefully they'll have fun, and we can see the personality shine through.
All right, well, I know you have to prepare later on the judges' table, so thank you so much for joining me here. And of course, I wish you guys the best of luck with your judging and to enjoy the evening. All right, thank you so much. All right, there you go, our judges for Miss Cebu tonight. And of course, we have another two guests here to join us on the red carpet. Please take your position here to my left. Good evening, sir and miss. Hi, how are you? So are you supporting anyone in particular here tonight?
You just come in because, you know, it's a good time. My parents said we had extra tickets, so we're just here for that.
And did you guys fly in from somewhere?
From Eastern Europe.
Eastern Europe. You're also from the same place in Eastern Europe.
Yeah.
And let me try to guess. Eastern Europe. Any more clues you can give me?
Like all around that area, we travel a lot, so.
All right. So I'm not very familiar with Eastern Europe. I'm actually half Dutch, so I'm from Western Europe. I can speak Dutch. Oh. 𝗥𝗲𝗱 𝗖𝗿𝗄. Well, so is this your first time witnessing a pageant?
Yeah.
And are you guys here for the Sinulog festivities?
Yeah. More so for family, though.
Mostly for family. So you have family roots here in Cebu. All right. So what would you guys like to see? You know, seeing a pageant here, which is Miss Cebu. What would you like to see our candidates perform?
Is there anything that you want to see?
Yeah, I want to see beautiful Cebu girls, and I think it will be a very nice experience for us.
It's going to be definitely very interesting for you guys, and as you mentioned, a very nice experience. Well, thank you so much for joining me here on the red carpet and taking the time to answer my questions, and definitely enjoy the show. You guys can get wine, by the way, over by our Ruby Lounge over there.
Of course. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much. All right, there you have it, our guests from Eastern Europe. All right, we're waiting on our next guest over here as she prepares to join us here on the red carpet. All right, as we wait. Okay, here they come. Oh, hello. Good evening.
Good evening.
How are you, Nina?
I'm good. I'm so excited. Finally, it has come to an end. But you know, every end always has a beginning. So I'm also excited for my new journey right now.
You know what? I was there to witness during your crowning last year, and of course, it's going to be very exciting to see who's going to be taking your place this year for our Miss Cebu 2024.
Yes, all of the ladies really are. You know, they're already beautiful. They're smart. They're talented, and I know that they're very strong-willed as well. So I'm so excited to find out who's going to, you know, be the next batch of queens for this year.
So I asked some questions from our guests earlier. What do you think is the most important thing for our Miss Cebu to showcase or to have, the most important quality?
When I started joining pageants, the one thing that I always try to instill in my mind is the why. Why am I joining? Because it's not only a battle between yourself, but also a battle between everyone else. But it's the why that makes you grounded. It's the why that will push you forward. And it's the why that will bring you till the end. So hopefully the girls really do know what their why is, and you know, have it as their passion, like letting it continue to be the fuel for their growth and for them to make a difference in Cebu City.
Wow, what an answer. Very different from anything I've gotten tonight. We can see why you are one of our reigning queens. And of course, tonight is all about, you know, you can see everyone's dressed up. It's all about glitz and glamour. So is there anyone in particular that you're wearing tonight with your Filipiniana-inspired gown?
Yes, I'm wearing 𝗥𝗲𝗱 tonight. Thank you so much, Ms. Yoko, for letting me wear your beautiful dress. This is, well, very Filipiniana. A lot of people might think that I have some sort of another different, like, I'm half breed in Filipino, but I'm full, pure Cebuana. So I really want to showcase my Filipino side in this beautiful red dress. So thank you so much, Ms. Yoko.
All right, definitely a full...
I also want to thank my makeup artist, Lance Patalinhog, and my hairstylist, Saijal. Yes.
Yes, because you definitely look beautiful tonight, not only with your makeup, but your outfit. So just one quick question before I let you go. I know you have a lot of preparations to do backstage. What do you think is the importance of Miss Cebu when it comes to showcasing our tourism, knowing that they become ambassadresses of Cebu City?
So one of the most important things about being a Miss Cebu when it comes to tourism is really finding your own space within the city. It's really finding your own spot, and that way you get to love it. when you love something, you can promote it well and you can share about it well to other people. So that's it for me. There's one spot that I love in Cebu, which is the Highlands, and that spot for me, I actually answered this in my final question last year, and the Highlands really has brought me peace, and that's how I share it to the world that within Cebu City you can find peace as well. So yeah, that's the important thing.
Yes, Nina, I definitely remember that answer, and of course I know you have a lot of preparations to do, so thank you so much for joining us here on the red carpet, and of course good luck when you turn over your crown.
Thank you so much, Eric, and thank you so much everyone who's here tonight. Thank you so much for giving us the time of your day. I hope you enjoyed the show.
All right, thank you again. That was our Miss Cebu 2023 fourth runner-up, Nina. Thank you so much. All right, I see our Mayor of Cebu City over here. Good evening. Mayor, how are you?
I've been with MyTV. I should be given a discount because I was just, you had a show with Erik Lennart Visser. And now we are in Miss Cebu. And this is Miss Cebu. And after that, many activities, the procession, and be in the biggest festival that is going to be on Sunday. Please, Senor, thank you. Welcome, Miss Cebu.
All right, thank you so much, Mayor. And before I let you go, just one quick question. What do you think is the most important thing when it comes to our next reigning queen in promoting the tourism in Cebu and promoting Cebu as an ambassadress?
Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, once you are Miss Cebu, you really is very important in bringing the promotion as an ambassador of what we have, not only in Cebu City, but the whole Cebu. That is what we are. In celebrating Sinulog sa Sugbo, Philippines 2024. Still one Cebu Island. That's it. Bit Senor.
Bit Senor indeed, Mayor. Thank you so much. That was Mayor Mike Rama, our Mayor of Cebu City, on his insights. And of course, I'm sure he's going to be very busy with the preparations for Sinulog, which will be happening this Sunday. Hi, good evening.
See you again.
Let's all round up over here so we can see all your beautiful faces, all your beautiful and handsome faces. So could you please introduce yourselves, and are you supporting anyone here tonight?
We can't really support one particular candidate, so I'm Mike, and these are my sisters, Bianca and Nini, and we're representing our family company, 𝗥𝗶𝗱 𝗖𝗿𝗄𝗃 and 𝗥𝗶𝗱 Optical, and we're giving a special award for it's two heritage awards actually, one for a candidate and one for a designer. And we're awarding a heritage award because it's Miss Cebu's 40th anniversary, and we were told by the organizers that the theme is Old Cebu. And we happen to be descendants of Cebu's first beauty queen, Remedios Duterte del Mar, and we're giving the award in her honor. It's named after her, the Doña Remedios Duterte del Mar Heritage Award and the Doña Remedios Duterte del Mar Heritage Designer Award. And I was told that our first cousin, Ian Veneracion, who is also a descendant, of course, of Remedios, will join in giving the award and presenting the award with us. So we're giving a custom trophy of Remedios with her likeness and a plaque for the designer, bouquets and sash, and also for the candidate, for the winning candidate, 25,000 pesos, and for the winning designer, 15,000 pesos. So we can't support a particular candidate. We're gonna wait and see who deserves to be, for heritage. That's our focus. So the Cebuano candidate, the Cebuano Miss Cebu candidate, who is a champion of Cebuano heritage, who is committed to preserving and promoting Cebuano heritage. So that's it.
Anything you'd like to add, Miss?
I think he said everything.
Yeah, he definitely said.
That was my role. We had a briefing before that they're just supposed to smile and I'm supposed to give the lowdown.
We're very excited to see the beautiful candidates.
I'm excited to be reunited with our cousin, who we haven't seen in a while. So, congratulations in advance to the winners, and good luck to everyone.
All right, thank you so much for joining me here on the red carpet, and of course, best of luck to the candidate who will be receiving your award. And yes, once again, thank you and enjoy the show.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, they'll be giving off a special award tonight to one of the candidates and of course one of the designers, so I wish them the best of luck. Oh, good evening to our Miss Cebu 2023 third runner-up. Good evening, China.
Hi, Eric. It's so nice to see you here. I see you everywhere.
Me and China go way back. Of course, we've worked together when it comes to modeling, and I was here last year as well when she was crowned our Miss Cebu 2023 third runner-up. And of course, I bet it brings so many memories back, being back here in Waterfront, back here for Miss Cebu.
Yeah, definitely. I was behind everybody today, backstage through technical rehearsals and everything. And even just hearing the music, I can feel this takes me back, brings back memories, it brings back the late night rehearsals we had during my time. And now I'm so excited for a new batch of girls to finally experience the reign that we had, the time that we had. And tonight is really such a magical and powerful, empowering night for so many of these young women. And I know that every single one of them come here with an advocacy, just like I did. And I can just say that this pageant really gave me an avenue to talk about it and to share. And I'm so happy that they will be experiencing that. And I'm so excited to see who the new queen will be.
Wow, every time I interview one of you reigning queens, I get a very concise and very good answer. There's no wonder that you guys, made it as our queens for Miss Cebu 2023. Now, of course, our ladies are, definitely preparing at the moment, and they're going to be having a very challenging night in persuading the judges why they get to be the Miss Cebu 2024. So what do you think you would say to the one who'll be taking over the Miss Cebu 2024 crown? What's your advice?
Girl, be ready. Prepare yourself for such a challenging yet fruitful time. There's just so many things that you will be experiencing, so many new things. It's not just a jump start in your career, but a jump start in your life. And I would just want you to remember to have fun with it, even if it gets busy. And you're right, every single Miss Cebu contestant, candidate, top 12, top 5, every single soul that comes through the Miss Cebu pageant is well-versed, well experienced, and they can surely talk their way through an interview like this one. And of course, the Miss Cebu pageant, and it's just part of the brands to be well-spoken, to be concise, coherent, and yeah, I'm just so excited to hear their answers to today. The Q&A is my favorite part.
Q&A is my favorite part as well, China. And you know what? Do you know who the first guests were today that I interviewed? Your parents over there, they were our very first guest that I interviewed, and of course they did an amazing job, and it's no wonder that you're able to answer the way you did. So one last question before I let you go. I know you have a lot of preparations to do. What do you think is the importance for our Miss Cebu in promoting tourism, being an ambassadress, the next ambassadress for Cebu City?
Well, being an ambassadress for tourism is surely not an easy job. Year by year, we come farther from being in the post-pandemic state, and we are slowly turning towards newer times, better times, and we are slowly recovering. Not slowly recovering, but we are far from recovered, and we know that Cebu is way more than ready to take in more tourists each year, and we are getting better every single day. So to the girl who wins Miss Cebu, or the top 5, or even the top 12 candidates, use your platform to promote Cebu in any way you can. And it's so important, as we know that Miss Cebu has it all. We know that Cebu has it all. The coastlines, the cities, the mountains, all of it. So we all know that Miss Cebu really gives you the platform to do whatever. So do it all and have fun with it.
All right. Well, China, thank you so much for joining me here on the red carpet. I'm going to let you go. I know you have preparations to do backstage, and of course, you'll be crowning one of our next reigning queens in the top 5. So I wish you the best of luck with that. And of course, thank you for your very concise answers. You make my job as an interviewee very easy.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much, Eric. See you inside.
All right. I'll definitely see you inside. Thank you, China. All right. I see another one of our reigning queens, our Miss Cebu 2023 first runner-up. Hi, good evening, Patricia.
Good evening. Good evening, everyone. Hi, good evening, Eric.
So we're currently live on MyTV Cebu, and of course you look very elegant tonight and very beautiful.
Thank you so much.
May I ask, who are you wearing tonight? And of course, who did your hair and makeup and anything? Any shout out you want to give out there?
Alright. So my dress is actually from Rabbi Ayan Pogoy. My hair is made up by Phoebe Giljang. And my makeup was done by Joseph Madrid. So thank you so much, fairy godmothers, for making me look beautiful tonight.
And of course, you know, being our Miss Cebu 2023 first runner-up, you know the importance of such a position for our next reigning queen. So what do you think is the importance for our candidates when it comes to promoting tourism in Cebu City?
So I think Cebu City is a world-class city already. And now with Miss Cebu, it's the candidate's responsibility to promote tourism here in Cebu and to show the world what Cebu has to offer.
All right, and one quick question before I let you go. I know you have a lot of preparations to do backstage with, of course, our other reigning queens. What do you think our ladies can do for tourism? Like, what do you think, how can they actively promote tourism in our city?
So the fact that the Miss Cebu candidates are here right now, they are given a very big platform to promote Cebu and all the things that it can offer. So I think they should use that platform in order to promote Cebu and to also show the world the beautiful things that Cebu has to offer.
All right, Trisha, well, thank you so much for being here with me on the red carpet. I know you have a lot to prepare for, so I wish you the best of luck, and of course, congratulations once again. And I know it's been a long journey, and the time has come to pass down your crown.
Thank you, Eric. Thank you, everyone, and I wish all the candidates good luck.
All right, thank you again, Trisha. You may now proceed. All right, that was our Miss Cebu 2023 first runner-up who will be passing down her crown to our next reigning queen, our Miss Cebu 2024 first runner-up. All right, as we wait for our next guest, let me just read the continuation of our sponsors. Right, we have, of course, our bronze sponsors, Tim Tatsui, Ramen Kamakichi, we have Island Souvenirs. All right, we have our next guest, of course. Good evening, ma'am or miss.
Good evening.
Is there anyone you're supporting in particular tonight?
No. I support all of them because I think they all look beautiful and they are very persuade for what they want. So who's the best gonna win? We just wait for them to be one of them will be the best. So we choose. I will not choose. But I have my bet.
You have your bets.
Yeah, but I cannot say.
You cannot say who your bets are.
Yes.
All right, and of course you look very beautiful tonight in your gown. Is there any designer, or is it something that you've chosen yourself?
I chose myself. I'm wearing Beza, my own creation.
Yes, of course. And of course, you will be, of course, one of the sponsors, our Beza wear. So anything you'd like to see our candidates do when it comes to being on stage? Anything you'd like to see from them?
They can show them who they are without hiding or pretending. I think is the best thing to know a candidate when they show the truth inside her. So let's see.
All right, well, there you go. Thank you so much, Ma'am Beza, for joining us here. And of course, enjoy the show. Thank you so much for supporting Miss Cebu. All right, thank you so much. I believe I see our Miss Cebu 2023 second runner-up joining us here with her grand entrance. Let's pan the camera. Hi, good evening.
Good evening. Hello, everyone. Good evening.
If I got it right, it's Corinthia.
Yes. My name's Corinthia, but some may seem it's so long to pronounce, but you can call me Koyen or Yen for short.
I think that's even more difficult for me to pronounce. So I think Corinthia works for me. So being our Miss Cebu 2023 second runner-up, of course, you'll be passing down your crown tonight. Are you a bit sad that, you know, you'll be letting go of this title?
Oh, it's a bittersweet feeling, honestly. This whole coronation night is a bit sentimental for me and the ladies. But of course, we are very excited for the new batch of winners. We are very excited for them because we know that being with Miss Cebu, it's just gonna change your life for a lifetime. Yeah.
All right, and I interviewed some of your other reigning queens, part of the top 5, and one of the things I asked them is, what do you think is the importance of our queens when it comes to promoting tourism in Cebu City?
For me, the importance of being Miss Cebu is somebody who cares. When you care for your people, when you care for your environment, you care for yourself, you can radiate that to the next generations and the future generations to come. So Miss Cebu, the true essence of being a Cebuana is somebody who cares, not just on the outside, but on the inside as well.
Yes, indeed. And one last question before I let you go. I know you have a lot of preparations to do backstage, and you'll be, of course, passing down your crown. So what do you think is the best advice that you can give to our next reigning queen?
To be ready for a commitment. You know, amidst the glam and the glamour, the makeup, the dresses, there will be a lot of events, but you have to be ready for a commitment because it's a year-long responsibility for the ladies. But of course, you have to work with your heart. And if you work with your heart, it's not going to be as hard as it seems to be. Yes.
All right, and one last thing before I let you go. Everyone's dressed up tonight, and I see that you're looking very beautiful in your fiery red gown. So anyone you want to thank for your gown and your makeup?
So for my makeup, thank you so much, 𝗥𝗲𝗱 𝗖𝗿𝗄𝗃 Secanara hands for my makeup, and for my dress, it's by 𝗟𝗡𝗄𝗃. Thank you very much.
All right, there you go. Thank you so much, Corinthia. And of course, I wish you the best of luck later. You have a lot of preparations to do, so I'll let you go. And of course, thank you for joining me here on the red carpet. Have a wonderful evening. All right, there you go. That was Corinthia, our Miss Cebu 2023 second runner-up, joining me here and of course giving her insights. Every single one of them is able to answer my interview questions, very concise and of course with a lot of intelligence. Hi, good evening. I wonder who this is. I wonder too. Of course, we have our Miss Cebu 2023, 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝗃 𝗖𝗿𝗄𝗃. Did I pronounce that right?
Yes, you pronounced it right. I'm surprised.
I had to say it a few times to let it roll off my tongue earlier, just to prepare.
So you practiced?
I did. I have to admit, I did practice a little bit. So I asked your fellow queens, the part of the top 5, some questions, and I'm going to be asking you too. So it's going to be like back to Q&A.
Okay, let's go.
She's ready. All right. So what do you think is the importance of our Miss Cebu, of course, being our reigning queen? What do you think is the importance in promoting tourism for Cebu City?
Well, I think tourism is one of the foundation of Cebu City itself. And for me, promoting tourism is very important, especially through Miss Cebu. So Miss Cebu has always been a tourism project. So it is a project by the Cebu City Tourism. And it is also a way or a platform for us to showcase what Cebu is through the girls, through the top 5. And I think that during my reign, I have been showcasing Cebu, not just here in the Philippines, but also to the rest of the world.
All right, not only in the Philippines, but the rest of the world, and that's for sure. I'm sure that, you've done your part to bring tourists into Cebu, and of course, after the pandemic, we've had so many more tourists coming into Cebu City. Now, I have another question for you that I asked the other girls, the other ladies as well, which was, what do you think is the most important quality for our Miss Cebu to have?
I think the most important quality that a Miss Cebu should have is flexibility. So when you are flexible, you are versatile. When you are versatile, you are able to adjust to different things, different situations, different time in your life. And upon being crowned as Miss Cebu, my life has completely changed. It transformed, and I've had to adjust in so many things. But because I am flexible, I was able to adapt to all of those things. So I'd say that I'm very excited for the new queen that's going to be crowned tonight, and let's hope for the best for her.
All right, yes, indeed, 𝗥𝗲𝗄𝗃, and of course, our judges are going to be having a very difficult time.
Very difficult. I'm telling you, it's going to be a tough competition.
And you know what? I was there to witness last year when you were crowned, and of course, it's going to be a bit of a bittersweet moment when you pass down your crown to our next queen. So, anything you'd like to add?
Well, I'd say that I wouldn't say it's a bittersweet moment. I'm very happy to pass on my crown because I feel like we feel regret whenever we feel like we have not done our best. But I feel like during my reign, I have maximized everything and I have used all my resources, not just for myself, but also for Cebu. And so during my reign, it's 12 months. I'm very happy. I was able to maximize it and I'm happy, just genuinely happy to pass on my crown tonight.
All right, so you've definitely had your year as the reigning queen. And one last thing before I let you go, I know you have some stuff to prepare for sure. Everyone's glammed up tonight, and of course our other ladies were wearing different designers and different makeup artists. So who are you wearing tonight, and who do you want to thank for your hair and makeup?
Okay, I'd like to thank Mr. Jade Acusar and Wesley for my hair and makeup. And for tonight, for this gown rather, I am wearing 𝗥𝗲𝗱 #, styled by Marbs. And of course, my final gown, I will be wearing Mami Carrie Santiago for that. And for my opening production number, it would be by Sir Philip Rodriguez. So thank you so much to all the creatives who made me beautiful tonight.
Wow, lots of very big names that you'll be wearing tonight. Of course, 𝗥𝗲𝗱, thank you so much. You look stunning right now, and I wish you the best of luck when you crown our next reigning queen.
Thank you.
All right, good evening, and thank you once again. All right, we're going to go cut back on our production, and as we see the production of Miss Cebu 2024. I'll see you guys there.